Welcome back to the channel tonight. We're going to do a short video on how to fix the Ryobi P190 battery if it won't take a charge. Now, I want to preface this before I show you how you can repair them, is that you need to know that all Ryobi equipment and batteries come with a 3-year warranty. So, if your battery is less than 3 years old, you want to make sure that you call Ryobi's 800 number, Ryobi Tools USA, and talk to a customer service agent, and they'll help you out with a warranty, because if it's under the 3-year warranty, Ryobi will replace the battery for you. However, if you got it as a gift, or you just have had it a while, you don't know when your purchase date was, and you failed to register the battery on their site, it might be a little more difficult. You know, I'm not sure. Every time I've ever had any dealings with Ryobi's warranty and their customer service, I've had no issues, but I register all of my batteries and tools when I purchase them. And I'd tell you that, check out my video on how to register your Ryobi tools and batteries. Okay, so I have one of Ryobi's 18-volt battery chargers here, and I kind of want to show you this, what happens and what you can look for when the battery won't take a charge. So when you charge these batteries, as you probably most of you know, it starts to flash red, and then eventually it goes to a solid green, and that tells you that the battery's charging. How you know that these batteries not going to charge is it'll flash red, and it'll eventually just stop flashing red, and it'll never change green. So one of the reasons that this happens is because the charge on the batteries gets so low that there's a circuit board in here, I believe, that keeps it from being able to take a charge. So what you need to do is take this battery apart, and I'm going to show you some of the tools that you need to do a quick fix on it. So one of the things is that you need to know, if you do this, even though you fix it, is no longer warranted by Ryobi. There are some plastic inserts that cover these torque security screws. So I just took a little pick, and we will pull these out. There's that. Now what I want to show you here is on the multimeter. I have a bad one and a good one here, and you should be able to read a few volts through it just to make sure that it's going to charge. So on the bad battery, if you touch, you see how it only gets, you don't even get one volt on it. On a fully charged one, you'll get, see how it goes 18, 19 volts? There you go. So that's how you know this is a good battery that's been charged. This one won't take a charge because it's too low. It needs to be around 8 or 9 before it'll actually start to charge. So what you can do is get a Torx security bit, T10, and there's 4 screws here, and you want to take the screws out. Actually, there's 5 screws because there's a screw in the top too. I'll take all of these out here. So one of the things, I've got the 5 screws out. There's one in each corner and one right here in the top. The case actually separates, and you have to, oh, there we go. And the one thing you want to make sure that you keep an eye on is that on the top here, as you can see, there's a plus and a minus. That tells you the positive and negative side. So you can set that to one side. Now what you need to do here is, using this charger, the charger also has a plus and minus, telling you what's positive and what's negative, and there's 3 prongs down inside. The one in the middle is not marked. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take 3 insulated alligator clips, a red, a black, red for your hot, black for your negative, and the yellow is going to be your neutral. And what I'm going to do is attach each one to one of the legs inside this charger here. So let me get that done and then I'll show you the next steps. Okay, as you can see, I have all 3 wires connected. Red to the positive side, black to negative, and the yellow to the unmarked one. Here on the battery here, where you see the red wire, you want to connect your red lead right like so. Then you want to take your yellow and black leads, and on the negative side at the same time consecutively, you want to touch them together like 1, 2. Hang on a second here, this popped off. Once you have the red wire connected here, you're going to take the yellow and black, and at the same time you're going to touch the ground side of the battery here. And usually I'll take and hold it for like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off, on, 4, 5, 8, off, 2, 3. So now what I'll do, now we've done that 3 times, I'm going to test the positive and negative, see if we see. Now you see we were getting less than 1/10. We're getting about 5 volts across it, 6. So we're going to do it one more time and then put it back together, and I'll show you how it charges. So let's go back to it one more time. Oop. Okay, so let's do it the 4th time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And then give it a break, and then one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So let's test the voltage again. So testing the voltage again here. Looks like it's come up. That's good. Now we're going to put things back together. And what I always like to do is I'm going to put this on but not put the screws back together. I'm going to put that like so. I'm going to remove these clips here. Okay, so I have the battery here. I'm going to put it back on the charger. And we're going to watch. You see how it's now flashing red right there? It should switch over to solid green. And then you'll know if what we did actually fixed the battery, which it did. Now it's back to charging. You've just now fixed your Ryobi battery. So guys, I hope this was helpful. I fixed 2 or 3 of my batteries like this that were out of warranty, which allowed me to use them for another year or so. Again, hope it was helpful. Thank you for joining the channel tonight. And as always, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video and it was helpful. They're free and it really helps YouTube promote my videos. So share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.